Your retirement plan is a lie, and there's a high chance it collapses before you hit 60. Almost half of people don't retire when they planned. They get forced out. And the worst part? Most people only realize the game is rigged when the floor disappears. In this video, I will show you why the retire at 65 plan is a mathematical fantasy. I will reveal what actually happens in your 50s. And I will give you the exact strategy to protect yourself before the market makes the decision for you. You build a plan, work, save, invest, retire at 65. The spreadsheet looks perfect, a smooth curve, steady growth, everything under control. There is just one problem. The plan assumes you are the one making the decision. You are not. Problem number one, the illusion of control. This is where it starts to break. According to the Employee Benefit Research Institute, almost 50% of people retire earlier than planned. And no, it is not because they got rich. It is because something happened, heart issues, taking care of a sick family member, mass layoffs, or one quiet restructuring meeting. Half the people who plan to work until 65 never get there on their own terms. The universe does not negotiate with Excel models. But here is the real issue. The entire retirement system is built backwards. Your 50s are supposed to be your peak. The highest salary, the biggest contributions, the final sprint. Your entire plan depends on that decade. And for half of you, that decade simply disappears. And when it disappears, the house of cards falls. If you want the unapologetic truth about your money that the financial industry hides from you, hit subscribe. Let's look at the numbers. Problem number two, the corporate reality. Here is the part nobody says out loud. A 57-year-old making $140,000 is expensive. From a corporate perspective, you are not an asset. You are a cost. Two 25-year-old kids cost the exact same. Do they have less experience? Yes. Do they have less judgment? Maybe. But they produce enough to justify the math on a quarterly earnings call. And they are cheaper long-term. So what happens? You don't get fired, you get restructured. Your role undergoes a strategic realignment. The position disappears, the paper trail stays clean. Age discrimination does not come written in a memo. It happens in a headcount decision. And suddenly, you are 55 plus, looking for a job. You want the same salary level, but you are in a market that does not want to pay for it. This is not rare. This is the norm. Most people who lose high-paying jobs in their late 50s never fully recover that income. Your plan needed your peak years. The market just removed them. But wait, it gets worse. Problem number three, the healthcare black hole. Nobody puts this in the spreadsheet. Most retirement plans assume your biggest cost is your lifestyle. They forget about health insurance. If you get forced out at 55, you enter a dangerous limbo. You do not have company coverage. You do not have Medicare until 65. You are on your own. The cost of private health insurance for a 58-year-old is astronomical. You could be looking at $1,500 to $2,000 a month just for the right to exist. That is $24,000 a year that was not in your plan. It is a direct drain on your net worth right when it should be growing. Many retirements collapse right here, not from starvation, but from the cost of staying alive. And there is another trap you need to know about. Problem number four, the catch-up trap. You have heard this advice. Do not worry, just save more in your 50s. The famous catch-up contributions. It sounds smart, but it only works if you stay employed. If you get pushed out at 54, that window closes before it even opens. You did not fall behind. The system just assumed something it never controlled. You bet your future on a decade they did not let you play. And here's the part nobody tells you. There is a financial ditch between the moment you leave and the moment you can touch your money. The gap years. Let's say you are forced out at 55. Now what? Your 401k, locked with a penalty, until 59 and a half. Social Security? 62 minimum with heavy penalties. Medicare? 65. You are in a financial no man's land. Years with no clean access to your own money. The system only works if everything goes perfectly. And as we just saw, for half of you, it will not. So what actually protects you from this? It is not working harder. It is not praying that things work out. You need a defensive structure. Solution number one, Coast Fire. This is not the internet guru version where you retire at 30 to drink smoothies. This is the defensive version. It means aggressively front-loading your investments in your 30s and 40s, building your portfolio until it hits critical mass, a point where it can grow on its own to your finish line, without you needing to add another dime. Now, everything changes. If you get pushed out at 53, you are not starting from zero. Your retirement is already paid for by time and compound interest. You just need income to survive the day-to-day. You do not need income to build wealth. That is a position of power. The company loses its leverage over you because they can no longer threaten your future. Solution number two, the bridge account. This solves the gap years, a standard taxable investment account. No age restrictions, no withdrawal penalties. Accessible at any time. This is what carries you from 55 to 59 and a half, while your official retirement accounts keep compounding untouched. Most people do not build this because it lacks immediate tax benefits, but the real benefit is freedom. The freedom to not ask the government for permission to use your own money. Solution number 3. Lower your baseline. This is the simplest lever, and the most powerful. If your life is expensive, you are trapped. If your baseline is low, you are free. A paid-off house. Zero consumer debt. A lifestyle that does not rely on status symbols. This means you need significantly less money to survive. This gives you flexibility. It gives you control. It makes you immune to the corporate purge. Freedom is not a giant number in your bank account. Freedom is a low monthly burn rate. But there is a final impact most ignore, the identity vacuum. When the work disappears, your identity goes with it. If you spent 30 years believing you are your job title, what is left when the title is taken away? Forced retirement does not just hit your wallet. It hits your mind. It destroys your purpose. Build a life outside of work right now. Do not wait until 65. Find what you do on Saturday mornings that has nothing to do with your business card. If you do not have an identity outside the office, retirement will be a psychological shock that no amount of money can cure. Here is where we land. Stop trusting a plan that assumes you are in control. Assume the opposite. Assume your career will end sooner than you expect. Assume the market will not reward your loyalty. Assume the timeline will break. Then, build accordingly. Front-load your investments as early as possible. Create your bridge account. Lower your cost of living, and build a life that does not need a boss to have meaning. If everything goes right and you make it to 65, you win. You will be incredibly wealthy. If things go wrong and you are forced out, you still win. Because you are ready. If this video made you rethink your plan, hit the like button. This is the truth people only realize when it is already too late. And if you want real financial strategy, not spreadsheet fantasies, subscribe to the channel. Take care of yourselves. Build the bridge. I will see you in the next video.